For as long as I am in U.S. Congress, Somalia will never be in danger. Its waters will not be stolen by Ethiopia or others. Sleep in comfort knowing I am here to protect the interest of Somalia from inside the U.S. system. Whereas George Washington warned in his farewell address of 1790...
The House floor just erupted as a resolution was introduced to censure Representative Ilhan Omar over shocking remarks about Somalia. Omar allegedly claimed she was working from inside the U.S. Congress to protect Somalia's interests, a statement critics are calling treasonous. In this video, Illuminate reacts to the explosive moment and breaks down what it means for America, Congress, and the oath every representative swears to uphold. Are our elected officials putting America first, or are they serving foreign interests? Watch until the end for our full patriotic breakdown, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you stand for truth and accountability in Washington.
Georgia seek recognition.
Mr. Speaker, pursuant to Clause 2A.1 of Rule 9, I seek recognition to give notice of my intent to raise a question of the privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows.
Recognized.
Censuring Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota. Whereas elected members of Congress take an oath to bear true faith and allegiance to the United States without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Whereas Representative Ilhan Omar took an oath of allegiance to the United States upon becoming a citizen, declaring, I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state, or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen. Whereas on January 27, 2024, Representative Omar gave remarks at an event in Minneapolis in which she made treasonous statements. Whereas Representative Omar said she has spoken to many Somalians who asked her to intercede for the Somali government by pressuring the United States government into certain actions. Whereas Representative Omar assured the Somalians she spoke to, the U.S. government will only do what Somalians in the U.S. tell them to do. They will do what we want and nothing else. They must follow our orders, and that is how we will safeguard the interest of Somalia. Whereas Representative Omar continued, for as long as I am in U.S. Congress, Somalia will never be in danger. Its waters will not be stolen by Ethiopia or others. Sleep in comfort knowing I am here to protect the interest of Somalia from inside the U.S. system. Whereas George Washington warned in his farewell address of 1796 to guard against the impostures of pretended patriotism, and further declared citizens by birth or choice of a common country, that country has a right to concentrate your affections. The name of American, which belongs to you in your national capacity, must always exalt the just pride of patriotism more than any appellation derived from local discriminations. Whereas these statements by Representative Omar clearly violate the oath she took as an elected member of Congress to defend and protect the United States Constitution. Whereas Representative Omar has exhibited the treasonous tendencies George Washington warned about, and her actions must be condemned by all members of Congress who adhere to the oath they took upon assuming office. And whereas by openly admitting her efforts to advance Somalia's interest using her position as a United States representative, Representative Omar has revealed herself to be a foreign agent acting on behalf of a foreign government. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota be censured. Representative Ilhan Omar forthwith present herself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure. Representative Ilhan Omar be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker, and Representative Ilhan Omar be and is hereby removed from the Committee of the Budget and the Committee on Education and the Workforce.
Welcome back to Illuminate, the channel that sheds light on the truth the mainstream media refuses to touch. If you believe in defending American values, protecting our Constitution, and standing up against corruption in Washington, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it so the truth gets out. Now, what we just heard on the House floor is shocking. A member of Congress stood up and formally introduced a resolution to censure Ilhan Omar for what can only be described as treasonous remarks. Let's break this down because what's happening here is not just politics, it's about loyalty to the United States of America. According to this resolution, Ilhan Omar, who swore an oath to bear true faith and allegiance to this country, made public statements openly supporting Somalia's interests over America's. She reportedly told an audience in Minneapolis that she's been pressuring the U.S. government to do what Somalians in the United States want. Think about that for a second. A sitting U.S. representative allegedly said, "They will do what we want and nothing else." That's not just reckless, it's dangerous. She went even further, claiming that as long as she's in Congress, Somalia will never be in danger, that she'll protect Somalia from the inside of the U.S. system. How on earth does that sound like loyalty to America? How does that align with the oath every member of Congress takes to defend and protect the Constitution of the United States? George Washington himself warned us about this kind of behavior in his farewell address back in 1796. He cautioned Americans to beware of the impostures of pretended patriotism. Washington understood that divided loyalty weakens the nation from within. And what we're witnessing right now is exactly that. A representative who seems more devoted to a foreign country than the one she's supposed to serve. Let's be honest, if any other lawmaker had said something even remotely similar, there would be nonstop headlines, investigations, and outrage. But when it's Ilhan Omar, the media either looks the other way or spins it as cultural pride. This isn't about culture, it's about allegiance. No one serving in Congress should ever use their position to advance another nation's interests. That's not representation, that's betrayal. The resolution introduced calls for Omar's censure, her public reprimand, and her removal from 2 key House committees, Budget and Education and Workforce. And you know what? That's the absolute minimum. Because if these statements are true, she has violated the trust of the American people and should be held accountable. This isn't partisan, it's patriotic. When you take an oath to this country, it means something. It means your loyalty belongs here, not abroad. The American people deserve leaders who put America first, not their home country, not foreign governments, and definitely not divided loyalties. So the question now is, will Congress have the courage to act? Will they stand up for the Constitution, or will they protect one of their own at the expense of American sovereignty? The world is watching. If you believe in holding our leaders accountable, no matter who they are, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to Illuminate, hit that like button, and share this video with everyone you know. Let's make sure the truth gets out, because America deserves better than politicians who forget which flag they serve under. This is Illuminate, where truth pierces through the darkness. Stay alert, stay informed, and stay patriotic.